Hello students, in this lesson we are going to learn about line and circle. What do we mean by that? Well, first let's draw a circle, okay, and let's draw a line like this, okay. Now you can see that this line neither cuts nor touches the circle, but if I move it a little bit like this, it becomes a tangent to the circle. If I move it a little bit further, it now becomes a secant. Now what are the conditions under which we get these different configurations? That's what we are going to learn, okay. So let's start with this first configuration that we had, okay. Let's call the center of the circle as C and the radius as R, okay. Now let's drop a perpendicular from C to the line. That means you're going to get a line like this, okay, and this angle is 90 degrees. So we can say that this distance D is the perpendicular distance from the C, from center C to the line, okay. Now clearly we can see that if D is greater than R, if this perpendicular distance is greater than the radius, as we can see here, then the line does not cut the circle, okay. Now if we move the line a little bit like this, you can see that this line is now a tangent, and when this line is a tangent, you can see that the D exactly becomes equal to R. So we can say that if D equals R, line L is a tangent, and remember, if a line is a tangent, then the center to the point of contact, that radius is going to be perpendicular to the tangent no matter where it is. For example, if the tangent is here, then you can see that the radius is perpendicular to tangent, okay. Even if it is here, it's perpendicular. This is something to keep in mind, okay. So this is the tangent configuration. This is a very important special configuration, okay. Now if we move this further, what we find is that the D is less than R. So we can say that if D is less than R, line L is a secant. So for each of these configurations, we have a condition, or depending on the condition, we can figure out what the configuration is, and particularly tangent is a very important idea. That means the distance from the center to the line must equal the radius, in which case it will be a tangent. Now let's take a more detailed look into the condition for a line to be a tangent to a circle, okay. Let's start with the x and y axis, and this is the origin. Let's draw a circle with the origin as center. Now we know that such a circle will have x squared plus y squared equals r squared as the equation, okay. Now let's draw a line L which is a tangent to this circle. We are going to consider that this line with equation y equals mx plus c is a tangent to the circle. Now suppose we join the origin, which is the center, to the point of contact like this, okay. Now we know that this radius will be perpendicular to the tangent, okay. That means we can say that the perpendicular distance from the center, which is the origin, to this line L equals radius, which is R, okay. Now this is the condition that we earlier saw, but now what we are going to do is to try and quantify this. How are we going to do it? Well, because we already know a formula for this perpendicular distance. What is that formula? Well, we know the general formula that the perpendicular distance from any point x1 y1 to any line ax plus by plus c equals 0 is given by the distance d equals absolute value of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a squared plus b squared. This is a formula we learnt when we studied straight lines, and this is going to be very important not only in circles but all other concepts in coordinate geometry, okay. So let's see how to apply this formula for our situation, okay. Now here the x1 y1 point is the origin 0, 0, and instead of ax plus by plus c equals 0, we have y equals mx plus c. Therefore we can say that the perpendicular distance from the origin to mx minus y plus c equals 0 equals the radius. If we apply that formula, we get m into 0 minus 0 plus c by root of m square plus 1 square, which is the perpendicular distance. That must be equal to radius. That gives absolute value of c by root m square plus 1 equals r. If we square both sides, we get c squared equals r squared times 1 plus m squared. Now this is the condition for a line y equals mx plus c to be a tangent to this special circle with origin as center. It is worth remembering this condition. Okay. Now let us see what happens if we take the more general case. Okay. Let us shift the origin to any point. That means what happens is the general center will become minus g minus f, and we know that the equation of the circle will change to x plus g whole squared plus y plus f whole squared equals r squared. Of course, we could have also taken the standard form, which is x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. Only small catch is we have already used the variable c in the line equation, therefore we can't use it again in the circle, but you can call it c1 or something and apply the standard form. But this also reduces to the same standard form, which I hope is clear enough. Okay. So now what we are going to see is that this line is a tangent to this circle. Okay. What all changes? Well, earlier we wrote that the perpendicular distance from the center, which is origin, okay, to this line L equals r, but now we know that the center is instead minus g minus f. Okay, that is very important. Okay. What else changes? Well, this perpendicular distance formula does not change, except that instead of x1 y1 we are going to have minus g minus f. Okay, that means we are going to have that the perpendicular distance from c minus g minus f to mx minus y plus c equals 0 equals the radius. If you apply this formula, you get minus mg minus minus f plus c by this, which you will get as an expression like this. Now we are not suggesting that you memorize this formula. C squared equals r squared into 1 plus m squared for origin as center is an easy thing to memorize and remember, but this is much more messy. So instead what I am expecting you to do is to be able to derive this given any problem, given any center and radius, you should be able to derive this and calculate whatever is necessary in that question. So this is how we will use the condition that the perpendicular distance from center to the line equals radius is the condition for tangency and solve problems.